cracking up. Man, we just talked to my little bro, him and CB and E took us back down memory lane with just some of the funny stuff cats be doing, man. We got jokes for days that that just got me in tears over here, man. But man, it's been a jam-packed week. We got a lot to unpack. We got a lot to discuss. Where do we begin? I think I'm gonna start and jump us off with the whole Lakers hiring Darvin Ham, man. What you guys think about that? Is that the right move? Is the Lakers going to end up back in the championship off of that hiring decision?
My thing, bro, is I think it's a good hire, number one. He's well respected around the league. He did his due diligence. You know what I mean? Definitely went through the process of steps. He could relate to the generation. You know, he had a lot of love with the players, you know, in Milwaukee. I seen LeBron happy. And now it's just about getting the respect now. You know what I mean? Building that. So I think it's a great hire, man. I'm happy for him.
Right.
He from Flint, Michigan. You know, I remember following his career. Man, he had so many hops, bro.
I did too. I remember.
Right. Dog, he was a dog.
One hand dunking on everybody.
Oh, man. So I'm excited for him, though, bro.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a good hire, too, man, to piggyback off what you're saying, CB. He been around. He been on the bench for a while. He, you know what I mean, did a lot of years with the Bucks. And so I'm happy to see him get his shot. My only one reservation is, are the Lakers going to allow him to have his show? Well, are they going to tell him to pick his coaching staff, or is it going to be, you know what, he can hire
Jerry
who he wants
Jones.
to? Exactly.
That's a good example. That's a good example.
You know what I'm saying? But it's even more than Jerry Jones. You got Phil Jackson and Kurt Rambis and Linda Rand, just all these different people that's got their hand in the fire. Yeah. So hopefully, man, with this new hire, he gets to hire his staff at least, have some say-so about what's going on, man. But, again, I'm happy for him. I might get a chance to coach a LeBron and an AD, maybe even Russ, you know what I'm saying, depending on what they do.
Do you guys think this was a LeBron hire, or you think this is a Lakers future hire, like post-LeBron era? Because I've been like, man.
I don't think it was a LeBron hire. I'm going to just say that first and foremost. I don't see that. I don't see him saying, out of all the coaches in the world, I want Darvin Ham. I don't see that. But I see, like, out of the coaches that you've left me with, and this is what I have to choose from, okay, I'll take Darvin Ham.
It was like, I don't want to say Lakers is a bad job, but people around the league know what that entails.
Exactly.
It's like Cowboys in a sense, bro.
You just said it. That's a perfect comparison.
You know what I mean? I'm probably not going to get my first, second guy that I want.
Yeah.
But guess what? I could get assistant coach.
Yeah.
And like you said, they going to be able to.
They're going to jump at the
opportunity.
opportunity. Yeah, they're going to jump.
You know what I mean?
That coach is going to jump and be a coach for the Lakers.
There you go.
You know
what I mean? So I think he's going to have to definitely prove himself as a head coach because he never been it. And I think, like you said, Phil and them guys, hopefully he could choose his staff, though. Like, you know, he a head coach, man.
Frank Vogel didn't get a chance to choose his own staff. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro.
Big homie, is this too big of a stage for Darvin Ham first time out as a head coach?
I think the proof will be in the pudding. I would say it's a little early to tell that. But we'll know early on, like, it's going to take a couple of games before you either got the respect of your stars on your team or you don't.
I remember y'all brought up this, and this was 100, man. Remember how, like, we love Russell Westbrook. But when you play in a small market, we might not have seen all them bad games you have. When you play for the Cowboys, the Yankees, or the Lakers.
When you under that bright light
when you under
L.A.
That light, it's a little bit different. It get a little more real. And so my thing is that, like, when Jay Kidd got his first head coaching gig, I thought, like, that Brooklyn Nets team was a good level to come at. I'm talking about this one, the high-profile KD,
right.
Kyrie Nets.
Right, you got a lot of vets that was on that team.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? When coaches, Steve Kerr, he got lucky with his team already being intact from Mark Jackson.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But most times, Steve Nash got lucky coming into the Nets situation. But the Lake show, that's a different beast. The media is different in LA. And you guys know New York being the mecca of the world, the media is different. I'm just wondering if that environment, like you said, either it'll get revealed to us really quickly on whether or not it's too much. You know what I'm saying, if he should be in a smaller market.
What come at it from this angle? What do y'all think about?
Hold on, let me finish on what Chris was saying, bro.
Okay, finish that.
I think the expectations ain't high for him, bro. Think about it. If I'm the president, like, look, think
you
about
the
it.
Lakers, you can't
But
think.
I feel
you
that
the
though.
Lakers, they gotta
but
be.
he ain't. He want my guy. Like so it's just like interview process, right? I wanted this guy. This guy said no. I wanted this guy. He said no.
Who's saying that though,
like,
CB? Who's saying this ain't my guy?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is the
We don't-
GM saying that? Is Rob Pelinka
I think
saying
it's
that? Is
Phil
Jeannie Buss
Jackson,
saying
Ron, I
that?
think they all play a role, bro. They all play a role. He won the number one choice.
Okay,
So my thing is, I'm thinking from what I went through, you know what I mean, as a head coach. And I know it ain't LA Lakers, though. So I'm thinking, okay, we hire an assistant coach. He comes from a winning organization. You know what I mean? He went through the steps and the processes. Now let's give him a good staff. Let's probably get a guy who was a head coach before that could sit on the bench, that could walk the steps with him. Phil Jackson would look over him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think it's a lot of those intangibles that go with it, bro.
But is that a plan to win or is that a plan to fail?
I think it's a plan to win. I think they look back, they know they gotta win now, bro. But they gotta tighten up that roster though. They gotta get some youth on that roster.
See, I got pushback. If it was a plan to win right now, then they would have tried to go get their first choice.
But sometimes that ain't a job everybody want, bro.
But
Why they don't want it?
I think it's a lot. I think from me watching the Lakers this year, bro, you got LeBron, you got a lot of veterans. You got a lot of older guys, bro. Anthony Davis is in and out. Russell Westbrook didn't have a good year. It's just LeBron. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's everything that goes in the Lake Show. You know what I mean? That's not a hot job. They ain't make the playoffs. You know what I mean? So assistant coach is hot for him. Like, I'm an assistant coach. I'm ready to be a head coach.
Any job is
Juwan
good.
Howard didn't even want it.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. He had Michigan. He didn't want the job. So I don't think it's a great job. And like you said, it's too many strong personalities in our organization, bro. Phil Jackson, like you said, Pelinka, Jeannie Buss. You know what I mean?
Two things. I think it has potential to be a good job. Why I say that is because it is LA and it is the Lakers.
Exactly.
All that story, it's a story franchise and everything that goes with it.
Oh yeah.
Secondly, you got those stars on the team. But the reason why I don't think it's a good job is because, bro, it's too much riffraff in your ear. Like, and the reason why you won't get your first or second choice is because all the riffraff. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't get a Mark Jackson because he going to want to run it his way. He going to want to put his staff, all of that. Leave me alone when I'm making basketball decisions. Timeouts, yada, 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 yada.
Exactly.
Stay out of that. I'm a coach, and you do the upstairs stuff. So I think it's a lot going on there. But my original point to you was, what do y'all think about LeBron, man, having to bring on or perform for a first-year coach in year 19 or year 20 of your career? Like,
And that's what I'm ultimately getting at, bro. So two things back to that point and to touch on CB and I'll intertwine them. The Lake Show ain't a job that you can have low expectations.
correct.
Yeah.
So it's like when you play for Green Bay, the Cowboys, the 40, like it's an expectation that you win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So first head coach, first year or not, it's like the freshman that's getting moved up to varsity. Like we always say, once you become on varsity, don't nobody care that you're a freshman.
Nope.
Produce, get
Yep.
results. Darvin Ham gonna have to get results. And now you got the best player on the planet, LeBron James, arguably I should say,
Yeah.
because he's getting older. But 19 years in, and I got a first year head coach. What is that? What message is that sending to him and the Lakers? So my thing is, I just been 50-50 about the timing of this hire, as well as is he the best fit for where LeBron is at in his career, or like I said originally, is this a future hire for the post-LeBron era of the Lakers? We want a good hotshot young coach. We want to already have him here, let him have LeBron, and then let LeBron on his way out. Now he can take over the show, and the players will respect him. He should have some wins under his belt. I don't know. I just know it's different, man. Go ahead.
No, I think the players are gonna respect it. When he got hired, LeBron was excited. You know, he's the face of the Lakers' future. So we already know in professional sports, there's no future.
That's
Like
a good
it's
point.
like, and you got LA, you got to win now. You know what I mean? So, like you said, he might not. I don't think he's gonna have that control, like you said, bro.
I don't think so.
I don't
either.
think that, bro. Like
That's why
you
you gonna
said,
get
you
the
assistant
assistant.
coach. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna have a mentor on the staff with him, you know. But I don't think he gonna have that control. I think all the controls are gonna come in the front office, and I think they gonna reflect back. And they gonna know what they need. You know what I mean? And we know they need youth. They need some guys that could be able to run. They need some guys that could be able to make open shots, open threes, that could play defense. You know what I mean?
All of
Play
that.
with passion. You know, every night. So hopefully, man, you know, we love Russ, man, but hopefully, man, he played better, dog, this year, man.
I'm not even sure he gonna be around. That's my next point I want to talk to us about. Will this current roster of the Lakers exist as it currently is?
Yeah.
I don't know if none of them pieces is coming back, from Melo to Russ on down, man, because I could see them keeping Davis and LeBron and building around that. And just like CB said, we need some youth. We need some defense. We need some shooters. We need to be able to space the court. It's just a lot that the team need to even get back in the right spot. You know what
Well, I
I'm
would
saying?
say, man, it's gonna be tough to get rid of Russ, man, because
That contract, what is it, 4 year?
no, I think he got the only thing that makes him desirable is that he's on this is last year on his contract, I think. But besides that, his play last year, bro, leading the league in turnovers and just he looked like he fell off like a cliff. You know what I'm saying, from the last couple of years. Like you said before, your point was I don't know if it was him playing in a small market before or him coming to LA this time and we get to shine that light on him, but it just haven't been good for us.
Pressure, man.
But I will say, man, they got to clean that roster up, man, if they want to do any type of competing next year, because those guys only going to be a year older. LeBron is a unicorn. He a one of one. You get what I'm saying? But the Melos, the Russes, just even the guys that didn't even play much, it's time for them to go. You get what I'm saying? Like, you had your run. Now it's time to do something different.
My thing is, and just to muddy it up just a little bit, will the Lakers even be a factor in the West this coming season? Do y'all see them or foresee them being able to even push the Suns or push the top teams in the West? Like, are they even on Golden State level?
No, Golden State in the finals. So they got to. I don't know,
tough.
man. It's tough, bro. The West is doing nothing but getting better. These young players are doing nothing but getting better and taking their games to new and higher levels. So, like, for those guys to compete, man, they're going to have to, again, clean that roster up, get youth and talent, and see what they can do, man.
I agree. Switching gears, man. Did you guys see the fight? Did you guys see the Javante, Tank Davis, and Rolly Romero fight?
I did.
And if so, what were some of your thoughts?
Well, I thought it was good to see Tank kind of step into being the champion. I told you this a little bit earlier. Tank was doing a great job of the way he was talking, the way he was communicating.
I did like all that.
He didn't communicate with everybody, the way he played his role, the way he didn't let Rolly get under his skin, the way he handled all those things. So it's kudos to Tank, but in the ring, he handled business. Rolly did a lot of talking. He was going to end it in one round and all of this crazy stuff. Tank kept his composure, figured him out probably about middle of the second, beginning of the third round. And from there on, he kind of picked his spots and eventually knocked him out in the sixth.
CB, what about you? Any thoughts on the fight from your vantage point?
I mean, he said it all. I think the biggest thing what I see is growth, maturity, patience.
Yeah.
And it's hard. You think about it. It's hard being a patient fighter when you're a pit bull. But that's the maturity in it. This guy Rolly is bigger, and he's just as strong.
If not stronger.
Yeah.
There you go. If not stronger.
Yeah.
So, you know, I might have to fall back a little bit. So that shows a lot about him, bro, and why he the champ.
In y'all opinion, is Javante Tank Davis top 10 pound for pound?
Top 10, yeah.
Yeah, top 10. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he top 10 pound for pound.
Yeah.
Looking at his resume, has he fought any of the top welterweights, I mean lightweights, anybody at 135 or 130 that make a case for him being top 10 pound for pound?
I would say this. He the highest pay-per-view draw going right now.
Definitely.
So that's got to account for something. You know what I'm saying? Well, I will say with his resume, it could be better. You know what I'm saying? He could have fought some of the Lomachenkos and Teofimo Lopez or some of the guys that's around his weight class. But, again, he is the highest drawer. He is fighting on pay-per-view, so he is the one they people picking the fights. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but going forward, he is gonna have to take a higher challenge. He is gonna have to take on some of those bigger name fighters. I think to get the higher respect in the pound for pound.
Personally, I would have him at 10. I would have him at like top 10 pound for pound. I am in agreement that he has to now fight more elite competition, elite level
Correct.
fighters at this level to justify being number one pound for pound or moving up that pound for pound list. Because the one thing he's doing a phenomenal job at, he's entertaining. He's worth that $75
Yep.
that we paying for pay-per-view.
Yep.
Because 9 times out of 10, he gonna give us a knockout. He gonna give us some excellent boxing skills, and we gonna get a good showing and get our money's worth. You know what I'm saying? So he's checking all the boxes, in my opinion, on that level. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that he is top 10 pound for pound, but he's not high up the list on a pound for pound. I think that's the right way to kind of categorize it.
Well, let's welcome in AlexGreen. Let's switch gears and do that.
Okay. Alex, what's up, family?
What's going on, fellas? Hey, my apologies, man. I'm in this airport. And, hey, it's still a Monday, man.
No worries.
It's still a Monday.
It's all good, man. We just thank you for joining us. We know it's not only a Monday, but it's a holiday, and so for you to join us and give us a little bit of your time, man, we thank you for being here with us today.
No, it's all love, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. It's an honor.
Hey, to kick it off, man, Alex, tell the people a little bit about yourself, a little bit about how you got to where you are today, and then we gonna unpack all of what you've been through, man, and just have a good little time.
Okay, so let me start from the hometown. Grew up in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
It's a big city, but the black population is small.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody kind of know everybody. You know, a lot of cousins, a lot of third cousins. You know, so to kind of give you a feel of what it's like. You know, growing up, I had 7 brothers. You know, I was the youngest up until 7 years old. So a lot of fights, if you can imagine, a household. You know, in a 2-3 bedroom with 7 boys. You know, keep entertainment. We wrestling, fight, playing sports, you know, the whole 9, right? So, mom's got us in sports. Started playing football. Fell in love with it at the age of 7. To the point where I used to go outside, man, and like just fall on the grass, come back inside, like, Mom, I'm a football player. You know, like really just, like loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That carried me on, man. Through middle school, high school. Struggled academically in high school, went to a junior college in California. That's where I had my first taste of like real life. That's where dudes from Florida, Cali, you know, Kansas, like all around the country that's coming to play. And we all sharing the same passion because, you know, ain't no scholarships in junior college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta really love the game for real. So, you know, you sleeping in a 2-bedroom and there's like 12 of y'all. You know, so people on the floor, you know, on the couches, you know, it's crazy. So you gotta really love the game for real. You know, and really got a vision to get up out of there. So that like my first real taste of like adversity when it comes to the sport. So went through that, man. It was a struggle. You know, we had dudes in there, man, who wouldn't last a month. You know, dudes couldn't make it through the season. Either it was financial reasons, you know, people was hungry, you know, couldn't keep up with the environment. You know, it was just one of those things that I'll never forget, but it was also a blessing because it turned me into a man for real. And I stuck in my car for 2 months. And I remember one of them, they always kind of make fun of me, but I took like 26 semesters one semester. 26 units, you know, one semester. And my mentality, bro, like honestly, I only really remember me being that much, having that much on my plate. I remember just like, man, I have to go D1. That's the next step to go to the league. So I have to, no matter what. I had offers from, I had one other offer from Liberty University in Virginia, and they had D1 AA. That was like my highest offer because, again, I had bad grades out of high school, so it carried me to my college. They wanted me to cut my hair. It was a Christian school. And I was like, man, you know, mind you, I'm a running back, and they getting the ball, you know. That's where your boy Rashad Jennings went.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He was nice.
Played in Jacksonville. Yeah. So,
Giants, right?
Yeah.
So he was getting fed 20, 24 times a game. You know, as a back coming out of JUCO, that's what I wanted. That's kind of the same style I had when I was in my JUCO. So It was either go there, cut your hair, but you're gonna get fed the rock. You're gonna be that guy, or go to Hawaii, and you might get the ball 3, 4, 5 times a game, and you can be pass blocking, but you can keep your locks. So I'm like, I'm going to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Hawaii. I ain't cutting my hair, because for me, my hair was like, I was telling somebody the other day, like for me, my hair was like a part of my growth for real, part of
Yeah.
my struggle.
Yeah.
I was going through a bad time. My junk was wicked out. It was crazy looking. I had the big fluffy beard, but that was part of my story. When I got and at a different level, I would clean it up, get my junk retwisted, and I'll start over. But I went to Hawaii for a scholarship. Got blessed to go there, man. As you can imagine, Hawaii beautiful.
Yeah.
The culture is beautiful. It's family oriented. The woman beautiful. The dudes got your back. They like you. They love you. Football team, they play hard. We traveled a lot. Obviously, been in Hawaii, so we could go on weeks at a time. It was just lovely. It was just a real blessing, man. Coming from sleeping in the car, taking 26 units, having a vision to playing in paradise, and winning and doing good and excelling. And now I'm getting the ball 19 times a game, changing the system up. Really being that dude, like things were starting to manifest. So going through that, man, my best friend had got killed right before my senior season. He got killed February 28, 2010. And that kind of turned me up. It was like, one, I stopped being afraid of dying because that was the closest thing to me to death. At that time, I was 21. And I wasn't afraid to die and I wasn't afraid to fail because I figured, okay, one, if I die, I'm close to my boy. And if I fail, well, it ain't as bad as dying. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't scared no more. I didn't have that fear no more. Like Mel, my name Jamel Taylor, was like, man, Mel already gone. So what I got to lose? That's the worst thing that could have happened. And I'm still able. I got a fighting chance. I wake up every day breathing air, and I got an opportunity to go fight.
Yeah.
Like my dog would have gave everything had one opportunity. So my mentality was that. But I went to that senior season, boy, went crazy. Went crazy. October 3rd, my son was born. That next week, I broke the record, 319 yards and 27 carries.
Wow.
So that was another fire that kind of sparked under me. And each time I had adversity up against him, bro, I always kind of came out of it because it kind of just made me like, I always like that back against the wall feeling. For me, I don't know. Some people like to, I don't like when it's nice out, a nice game, the field is perfect. I don't like those. I like when it's raining, when it's cold, or it's snowing. The field is uneven. Everything against you. I like them games. I like when the odds are against me. Always been that way. So bought out that season and got blessed enough to go play in the NFL. And again, that was a process. Childhood dream. Like I said, she's 7 years old, going outside, man, falling in the grass, coming inside, telling mom, I'm a football player. Now I'm really living this dream. I'm saying? This childhood dream, bro. Like, it came true. I went to the combine. I met the Cam Newtons, Mark Ingram. I'm like, yo, this is Cam Newton right here. I'm sitting on the bus with Cam Newton, bro. Like, I was tripping. Like, but that's when I realized, like, okay, they just like me. We the same people for real.
Yeah.
So, go to Green Bay Packers. Life is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. You're getting paid good. You're young. You're successful. Dream come true. You living it. Everything is lovely. A winning team. You got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Everybody knows Green Bay. They just won a Super Bowl the year before they drafted me, so I'm hot. In my city, like I said, my city where I come from, it's a small community, so everybody know who I am. I can go anywhere I want. It's just love, bro. I got my kids. Like, everything is good, bro. Week 7 against Minnesota, rookie year, I tear my ACL. And I like the beginning. I always kind of look back and trying to figure out where that beginning was that I kind of fell off. And I keep always kind of saying this when my boy passed in 2010, but I think it was when my ACL got torn. And now, mind you, I haven't got injured from 7 years old until 23. You know what I'm saying?
You had a heck of a run.
18, 16 years, bro, just playing straight through every single season, every fall, 16 falls. So it was my first time really sitting out and watching and having to nurse this injury, and I couldn't. And I'm already there. I'm already at that level. So it was hard for me. Want to stay motivated, but it was hard for me to really grasp it because now you in the business where if you're not playing, you're getting cut. You ain't just you got next year, it's all good. You go red shirt, or you'll get it back next season. It's part one. Like, nah, this is the big time, bro. This is your business. Your business took a hit, a big hit,
big time
at your position. So. I started drinking a lot, man. I started drinking a lot, so bad to where cause I was only going to treatment, about 30 minutes a day. I would go to the facility. I wake up about 10 o'clock. You know, go to the facility, get my knee iced. Hop in a hot tub, get it iced again. They'll stretch me out a little bit, and I'm going home. Like all day. I'm still getting paid. So it's like, bro, you got all this time, you got money, I got people flying in. I'm just like on vacay, really. I was already like in COVID before COVID even happened. I was out. What I'm saying? So I'm just drinking, bro, like every day, like so bad too. I'm hitting teammates on at that time it was called like Tango, like a little voice note thing back then.
Oh yeah.
It was so bad, bro, that because he was on IR too for concussion, so he really was chilling. He would come in and just get looked at real quick, and he gone. I don't know how IR him for concussions, but he was on IR. He would come in for a second, just to like check in real quick. But it was so bad, bro, that when I got done with getting stretched out, I would just hit him on a little voice note and be like, "Yep," and he'll hit me back, "Yep," and that meant it's go time. We finna go get the bottles. Or he finna come to the crib and we're gonna blow it down and we're gonna get lit.
Yeah.
Every single day, bro. Every day. That's what we did. And I would do it to excess. He would leave and he'd be lit. And I'm still going. I'll be playing
Party kept going.
Yeah, I'm still going. I'm playing Madden with myself. Lit. Big on, wake up, like I said, wake up 10 o'clock. So that kept going on until I started getting better. And then it's okay, it's almost time for me to start getting back on the field. So let's fast forward to like summer, like around training camp. So I got hurt in November.
Mm-hmm.
That whole season without playing, went that whole spring, and now summer back up, and I'm about 7 months. I'm close, 7, 8 months before I got to be back on the field. I'm already kind of cutting by this time, and the news articles coming out, Green healing fast, and we're going to make it have his breakout year. And this is when Adrian Peterson had his ACL tear, too. And he came back, so the pressure was on. Like, well, I can't get out if he.
Man, he was Superman with his ACL injury, though, man.
Yeah.
6 month recovery or something crazy.
Bro, crazy. I'm not AP.
Right?
Bro, I'm not AP, bro. AP different. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt after me. He got hurt in December.
And still came back before you.
For me, and had 2,000 yards rushing.
2,000 and MVP, I think, bro.
Comeback player, he got comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Bro, it was crazy. I couldn't even finish my season. I'm like, what he got going? What AP on? He don't know. I should have been on that, but that go to tell you the difference about taking this process serious too, and the recovery serious.
That's a good point.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, so the season coming up, we in training camp. I get my first carry, and I hit. I'm gone. I turned my left ACL, so by design, it ran me to the right, so I can cut off my right. And I hit. I'm gone. I'm feeling good. Everybody, he back. And I'm feeling good. I'm living up to the hype, and I'm soaking in the hype too, believing the hype. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm back. I felt good all camp. I actually had a great camp that year. They didn't draft no running backs. It was just me and James Stark to the backfield. Ryan Graham already took off, and had Brandon Sain that came in as a free agent. He was doing good, but he just what he was doing. So it was really me and him, and Starks was kind of always injured too. So I go into the season, everything good. Starks get hurt. They bring in Cedric Benson.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but being said, they bring him in. While Starks was out, I think Starks ended up being on IR early in the season. And so he was starting, Sad was starting. He get hurt against the Colts. Middle of the season, I come in, boom, I hit a 44-yard run, towards the end of the game. We end up winning the game, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm hot. I'm waiver wire, but this is it. This is my shot. I'm going. Like, everything good. Now I'm starting. If I end up starting the next few games, I started that next game against the Texans when they was undefeated with J.J. Watt and all them. They was undefeated, like 5-0, 6-0 at that time. And we came into to the stadium and beat them. And that was like my first real Sunday night football game. Okay, now I'm hot. Now it's popping. So now, like, I ain't really drinking as much unless I know we got an off day the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm still blowing it down every day. You
Yeah.
know, because to me, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, smoking is no big deal for real. You know, it ain't
Right.
hurting my body
Hmm.
like we just knew. Okay, well, if you drink, you can't wake up the next day. You know, but if you smoking, you know, smoking is healing. It's healing your body, and it's all good, and you relax. And so I'm smoking as like treatment, as therapy. You know, um, so going through the season, but I'm still blowing it down. I'm only drinking when we got days off. When right after the game, I get lit. You know, we got Tuesdays off, so Monday night I'm on one. Probably have a little shorty come through. You know, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when we really getting at it. You know, Friday is like a walkthrough tempo day, and then Saturday we travel. Sunday was showtime. So that was our schedule. You know, and I was on Adderall. You know what I'm saying? All the players, so I'm on all kind of like,
You up and
fine,
down, man.
up,
Dang.
bruh,
You
bruh,
everywhere with
bruh. Let me tell you, they gave me 25 because I wanted the most. I wanted the highest Adderall because to me, I'm throwed off, so I need to be focused.
it. Yeah.
So they get 25, man. Me and my dog, I can't say no names. Me and my dog, another running back, we popping 25, two of them at a time.
Mm.
So think about this. So just picture this real quick. Saturday night, we in a hotel. Sunday, we wake up. I have Shorty come grab me from the hotel, who at that time was staying with me. We driving to the stadium. I'm blasting music, playing some old school, playing some old Jeezy with some trick, blowing it down, sunroof open, driving to the stadium. She already done gave me two Adderalls, so I'm on one going to the game. I get to the stadium. Now we on pain pills. You know, we on salts.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We on Red Bulls, 5 hour energies. You know, all body oil down and icy hot and Tiger Balm. You know what I'm saying? So you want to feel, bro? You ain't feeling nothing.
You in
Like you
another
just
world, man.
a whole nother real, bro. So like if a player hurt, he really hurt because you really can't feel nothing.
Right.
Player hurt, but he really hurt because you can't feel a thing until the next day. So I'm on all that in the game, bro. Like
Wow.
just
Mm.
oh, just trying to get any edge I can, you know, to be the best. Not knowing, man, just get sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eat healthy. I wasn't really eating healthy like that either. You know, so all these things that kind of I could talk about it now without feeling that guilt and shame. You know,
Yeah.
but all things, bro, play a part of it. You know, and so fast forward into the season. We go through the season. My knee started swelling up after every game, after every practice. It went from like every game to like every practice. So now like a Tuesday or a Monday walk through practice, but my knee getting swollen.
Mm.
Oh, nice. We had a game yesterday. It's supposed to do that. I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, Wednesday I come in. We got a full blown practice, full pass. I'm like, my knee's swelling up. It's hurting. Like, oh, nah, it's okay. You know, it'll be good by Friday, Saturday. You know, so it's supposed to. You fresh out of surgery, so just expect that. I'm like, okay, man, it was going on the whole season, bro, to the point where I couldn't even bend my knee. I
Wow.
couldn't even bend it for real. I couldn't bend it full range, so I ended up sitting out. The last game. I was inactive against the Titans, then I was inactive in the playoffs against the 49ers when Kaepernick went crazy on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that whole season I couldn't play. So fast forward real quick, 2013 come up. So in the off season, now this off season, I'm like, okay, I've been in the league a couple years. I had my little shot, you know, it went okay, but now this is third year. Okay, now like they no excuse.
It's the money year.
No, they come out. They come out and draft Eddie Lacy and Jonathan Franklin. Everyone, yeah, there you
Dang.
go.
Hey, Alex, and they fed the mess out of Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, they
too.
did. His fat
Oh,
butt.
Yeah. He ate himself out the league too.
Right.
Talking about the league. That was crazy. And I can't say honestly, bro. I was like on some hating stuff because he came to my. I was like, it's like get him out. You know what I'm saying? To be real, but you know, shout out to dog, man. You know, we all human, and you know.
Yeah.
But so 2013 season come in, so we got 5 backs in the backfield. You know, I'm still starting. I come to camp starting. I have a great week of practice. Slowly but surely, I started working Ed in. Started working the rookies in. And my knee was I wasn't the same, but I was still cool. I just wasn't the same player.
Mm-hmm.
You see, bro, like my college taping some of my preseason rookie year tape. I'm like a slash, not like a cut.
Yeah.
I'm a hard cut, and I just couldn't do that. I wasn't that same type of dude. So once I got released, I got released in camp. Once I got released from Green Bay, bro, the drinking picked up. Now I'm drinking during the weekdays. Now, so I woke up. Crazy story, bro. My girl at the time, she was from New York.
Mm-hmm.
She always wanted to go back home. And I would tell her, I'll never go to, mind you, I never been to New York, but I always tell her, bro, I'll never go to New York. It's too busy. Like, I don't want to go to New York. I'm from the West Coast, And she like, so that like next 2 days, bro, I wake up. This is how I got traded, bro. I wake up on an off day, on Tuesday. I go to the living room, turn the TV on, bro. My name on the ticket. Green Bay. And bro, ain't nowhere in hell.
Ain't nobody called you or nothing.
They ain't gave no heads up, AG or nothing, huh?
Bro, heads up. Y'all send me yes, bro. Like, bro, I was sick.
What your agent say?
Hey, was your girl happy you was in NY now? Did that end up helping?
Yeah, she was at home.
Yeah.
What your agent say though? I know you. Did you talk to your agent about that trade?
So when I seen it, I called my agent and I'm like, "Yo, they traded me to the Jets." Like, yeah, we're doing I just found out too. We're doing a paperwork, blah blah blah. Why can't anybody call me for this shit? Came out on the news,
Right?
Like sometimes it's like that. The process goes so fast, and the media get a hold of it because they have media day when they're releasing people. So the media get a hold of it before sometimes the agents do it. I'm like a little source, little scoop. Basically, somebody got paid to leak it.
Mm-hmm.
Got paid. So, long story short, I go to New York, bro, and at this point, I'm like done with football. So imagine living your childhood dreams at 7 years old.
Yeah.
Everything you wanted, and you dread going to work every day.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't fathom that, bro. Why am I hating going to work? So I would like fake it. Like, nah, bro, I love it. This is what I dreamed to do. Ain't no way I don't like it. So I'm trying to find different things I like about it, bro. I hated it, bro. I hated the people. I hated the culture. I hated the I hated the fans, bro. I hated everything about it. But I hated where I live. When my girl got into it every day, bro. I hated it. So I would drink myself into despair. I was smoking to despair, bro. I was going crazy. And I couldn't figure out why. So I kept drinking, trying to figure out an answer, like trying to find some type of happiness. So go through that season, I get close with some dudes. The next season, they bring in so I got a chance to be like Mike Vick. Mike Vick came in. That's when Ed Reed came in.
Yeah.
This is like Rex here.
Okay.
Vick, Ed, Crow was already there. Cromartie was already there. Chris Johnson, CJ2K came in. Chris Ivory, he was already there. Bilal Powell was there. So I'm like, four on the depth chart. Just all ripped. He got Chris Ivory, Bilal Powell, Chris Johnson. Like, ain't no way. So I'm already four. So I'm really like, I'm going to be a special teams dude if I make this team. So I got to work extra hard. And I'm already an overhead at this point. I'm already in my third.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like a rookie fighting for my life. But I wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? So went through it, bro. I got released that camp. I was going through it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was going through it. Got released that camp. I ain't want to play. I wanted to play, but I just wasn't. My heart wasn't in it. Like, I wasn't happy. And I couldn't figure out why. I was away from home. I was all the way out west. My kids was back. I was out east. My kids was back west. And I just couldn't find that balance. I couldn't figure out how to say no to family. So they was like being a vampire. They was sucking me dry. People also seeing a lot of fake things happening. I ain't know how to deal with it. I had the tools really deal with all the stress. So after I got released, I just kind of chilled out for a second. I did a couple of workouts. Actually, I ended up flying to LA. And as soon as I got to LA, the Giants called me for a workout. Like literally when I landed, I checked my phone and the Giants, my agent called me and said, "Hey, the Giants want to work you out tomorrow." And I just landed in LA from New York.
Got to fly right back.
Hey, now mind you, prior before that, like a week or so had already passed. I got released. So I'm at the house drinking every day for a week straight, smoking all day long. So I'm not a shape. I ain't really working out like that. So I go out there. I did cool. They didn't sign me. Actually, it was a good workout. So it kind of surprised me, but they didn't sign me, obviously. I come back to LA. I get my car shipped out there because I was going to stay out there with my cousins and work out and try to figure it out because I was back on the West. Got out there, worked out, then like Carolina reached out. I wanted to go play with Cam. Went to Carolina, worked out with them for like 2 days. Didn't work out, send me back. Then I went to Detroit, didn't work out, send me back. So I'm going back and forth. Now I'm just exhausted. I'm done. So I wake up, bro. At this point, this is when I started like turning that page on. Okay, bro, you really got a problem with drinking and drugging.
Yeah.
And now I'm waking up 6, 7 in the morning with my body clock used to, and I'm going straight to the store. I don't have been in LA, but in LA, the liquor store every corner, and they open early in the morning. So I wake up as soon as the sun come up. I'm outside. It's nice. So I'm walking right to the store, grab me a bottle, walking back to the crib. And now hey, I'm just on one. And I did that, bro, for like a year. To be for real, like a year, until then I finally made my way back up north from LA, back to Portland. Be with the family, kind of get my mind right, kind of walk away from football. That's when I got used to the coke. So now I'm here, hang around some old D boys, and making moves, blah, blah, blah. And broke the cardinal rule. You're on your own supply. So now I'm on one, but I ain't really stuck yet. I'm still having fun. I'm still partying. Kind of living the post-football life, trying to figure out my lane, and trying, okay, well, you ain't no street dude, no hood dude, you was an athlete, so stay in your athlete lane. I'm just trying to hang out. And that wasn't my lane. And long story short, I kind of put it down, but not really. But I ended up going back to go play again. So I go to Canada to go play. So I'm like, okay, change your scenery, change your people, change the things around you. I go to a whole new country out east, in Toronto, by Toronto, called Hamilton. I go out there and play. And how that worked out was that I woke up.
You got another one for him?
I woke up hungover. And I woke up hungover, basically still drunk. And I called my agent and said, hey, man, call every team in the CFL. Let's just see what happened. And that one team reached back out. And that's how I got with them. So I went out there for a camp. Did good in the camp, lost like 10 pounds. Did good in the camp. They actually released me, sent me back home, kept CJ Gable. When he got hurt, brought me back out there. I played in the game and balled out. I had like 140 on 10 carries. I came back the next day. They traded CJ, and I was the man. That's how that worked out.
Wow.
So, with Hamilton, so that's why that 15 that I got, that's why the 15 means so much. Like my comeback, never give up type year. That's the number I was 15. So, go through that, bros. But the thing is, up there, I'm drinking and drugging. I'm hitting coke before the game. Now I'm on Adderall, weed, and coke before the games.
Wow.
We passing the bag under the stalls, bro, before the game, bro.
Yeah.
While they in the little pray, bro, we in the bathroom real quick, bro, getting on. Before the game, bro.
Wow.
We coming to have the same thing. After the game, of course it's on. It's green light. So I'm in the game, bro, high. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. I did that for that first year. The second year, I shut it down because I kept having these little nagging injuries. I'm like, bro, this has got to do something with this drug, bro. I mean, obviously, but I got something got to change. Common sense. So I changed it my next year in 2018, bro. And I still broke my hand the first game. I caught Johnny Manziel's first touchdown pass when he came up there with a broken hand. I had a broken hand.
AG, is that line on your hand? Is that where you broke it at? Right here? Yup, I see it. Yup, I see it. I see it. Yeah.
Yep, that's why I broke my hand on that drive and caught his touchdown pass with a broken hand. I didn't know until I came to the sideline. I'm like, something wrong with my hand. I thought it was like kind of jammed, but nah, it's broke. I be telling these little chicks it broke my ring finger. I lift it. I can't marry.
Can't get married.
Right.
I'm football. It broke, took my ring finger from me. Nah, but so I go through that year, bro. That's when I shut it down. Really, like I'm like, okay, like started eating healthy. I started doing meal prep. Ordered some meal prep. Started going to the facility because I would watch Charles Woodson, bro. And he'll be before the games on a bike getting busy,
Yeah.
working out before the game, like dripping like a full workout before the game. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Ed Reed. He told me, man, Ed Reed stretching 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah.
He getting out 3 or 4 times. He don't leave the stadium. He's in the stadium all day long. He lasted what 16 something years, 15 years.
Yep.
So I took that mentality in the game. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he would walk to the he'll walk to the lunchroom, bro, looking at his iPad, watching film.
Mhm.
Walking to lunch, watching film. He ain't got time to be conversating really less about ball. He about his business. You know what I'm saying? Like he was sick. And that's how so I took all those tools, bro, from these great players, and I applied it to my 2018 year in Canada, bro. And Lord behold, once I came back from my injury, I damn near broke a record. I came back and played six. I missed 6 games, and I played 6 games, and I had like 700 yards rushing, with like almost 13 touchdowns. I went crazy. I finna break a record if we would have kept going to the playoffs. And I was going to the champ. We was 1 game away from going to the Grey Cup, which is like a Super Bowl in CFL. So that's when it started clicking. Like, okay, but I felt good leaving because I knew, okay, I would apply myself, bro. Okay, I could be who I wanted to be, and I could do what I wanted to do, and I could be this player.
Facts.
So getting out of that, everything good. Me and my girl break up. Life ain't what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no more. I'm trying to figure out my lane. I still can't really figure it out. Go back to school. Got to finish school. I want to coach. I tried coaching high schools. I want to do personal trainings. Like, what do I really know? What do I want to do? I want to start over with school and do something else. I couldn't figure it out. In the midst of still trying to be a father, brother, son, all these responsibilities that we got. Just a man for real. And so, bro, I went back to our new best when adversity here, bro. Went back to the bottom with my brother. Got back. And so, me and my girl was going through it. She ended up, we ended up breaking up, but it ended up being like, not a bad breakup, but it was one of those things where it's like, okay, this is what I don't really trust. So I'm on my own, I'm doing my own thing, I'm done with it. And so now I'm really on one. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up. I was telling you before, bro, I'll wake up and hit that bottle. Bro, I wake up and hit that bag.
Yeah.
I wake up and hit that bag, bro. That's what I knew was bad.
Wow.
Like, I wake up, hit that bag, get in the shower, get out the shower, hit the bag, go to the car. Before I take off, hit the bag. When I get to my destination, hit the bag. Go in, go hit this errand, come back in, hit the bag. Like, it was bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
AG, did you ever find a root cause to why you turned to substances? And on top of when you answer that, was any of it like family history? People in your family did that? Your pops, your OG, things of that nature?
Yeah, so I found a root cause. That's a great question. So I found a root cause. It was childhood trauma. I actually did. So I'm doing step work in my program, recovery program. And I just finished step 5.
Okay.
Writing down all my fears.
Mm-hmm.
All your fears, all your resentments towards people, and why you got a resentment towards them. And then the other one's your sexual inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Not all who you had sex with, but the ones who you hurt for real.
Yeah.
Write all them down and tell them to somebody. Like, really use like a sponsor or a sponsor of a sponsor brother or something like that. I did mine, my sponsor brother. But a lot of things in there, bro, that I wrote down or that I said to him, I didn't have written down.
Wow. Yeah.
One, dang, but I didn't write it down because I really didn't want to tell you this. I was trying to still, say you would seek out your secrets. And I had a lot of childhood trauma, bro. I told a story to my homegirl the other day, and she was like, nobody really lived like that, because I grew up, bro. It was crazy. I got some crazy stories, bro. Just like the environment we was in, the situation was in. We lived in a cul-de-sac, and like I said, it was 7 brothers, and across from us was 7 girls around the same age group that lined up. And so we would do things, bro. I'm talking about around this same 7, 8, 9 years old time, and seeing things, and then there was some blood who stayed right there. So we hanging out with some blood, and there was Crips who stayed in apartments down the street. And so we would see a lot of gang, like we went to bang for real, and like it was crazy, bro. Like to us, it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
How it's normal, but it's really like childhood trauma that haven't been addressed yet, and I haven't addressed it. You know, and my best friend dying, like you ain't supposed to see that at that age.
Right,
You know,
right. Facts.
but we seen a dead body. I remember walking to the store. It might have been like 9. I might have been like 9, maybe 8 or 9. Seen a dude get shot and killed at the store,
Mm-hmm.
and all we did was just, oh shoot, run back home, run back to grandma's house, and kept playing football outside.
Yeah.
Brother, on the corner, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't normal, bro.
Not normal at
Boys
all.
in the hood, bro.
Right?
So
Yeah, like-
PTSD was real for you.
Yeah.
All that trauma,
Built up.
yeah, it just was adding up on you, AG, over the years, bro. And you didn't know the root at the time, but you would try to
Right.
drink it out or drink it away.
Exactly. I would try to drink it out. I couldn't figure out why I would do certain things, why my behaviors and my patterns would line up this way. My heart is good. I got a good heart. My mind is pure as far as I know, in my opinion. Why am I talking to the girl that way?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still kind of want to hang out with this certain crowd, you know, or do this certain thing. I couldn't figure out why I was like that. The character defects. And it came back, the root of it, bro, yeah, man, which is the childhood trauma these are learned behaviors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
We conscious of it or not. And as kids, we not conscious of it, just what you see and what you know. And all you know is what you know. So these are learned behaviors over time. Like my dad, my real dad, he would drink and drive with us in the car. Now, but he would drink and drive us in the car, and to us, it was just drinking and driving in the car. And then as I got older, I was like, bro, he's a drink and drive with us in the car. But then guess what? But guess what? Unconsciously, dang, bro, now I'm on one in the car.
You picked that up.
And your kids in the back seat. Yup.
Yeah.
I picked it up.
Yeah.
You know, picked the same habits up,
Yeah,
bro.
it's learned behavior, man.
Yeah, word learned behavior. Another question,
Yeah.
man. I want to talk to you about your time at the treatment center, man. How was that for you? You know what I mean? Now you in this bubble now, man. And
Yeah. So in the treatment, man, that was the best thing that happened to my life, man. It was a scary thing because, not knowing the outcome and not knowing what's going to happen and not knowing how it's going to feel after I get out, because if Lord behold, it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Right.
this can't say. Oh, man, that's
Right.
Right. So I wanted it to work, but I knew I had to put the work in, because like they say, but our work is there. And so going into it, man, I spent 10 days detox. It was the worst 10 days I probably had in my life.
Was you relapsing, AG? Was you feeling the relapse? Was it hitting you hard?
So I went into it on one.
Okay.
I was taking, I was taking the Uber to the treatment facility from the airport, hitting the bag, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't know what you was getting into. You was trying to get your mind right before you got there, huh?
I told the dude, I said, look, treatment for 45 days, bro. I'm finna get on one in this back seat. I'm just like that.
You
Last time. And I was drinking in the airport and all that. But I was ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, bro. I was always on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of us, I was always around this drug, always around this alcohol, always around people, doing what I'm used to doing, being comfortable. And now I get uncomfortable as I can get. Like, my phone took from me. There was no TV. There was no windows, bro. No windows. I couldn't look outside. There was no people. I couldn't, bro. I just had me and a couple of bucks in a duffel bag, bro. That's all I had with me, bro.
Wow.
They put me in the room and they would knock on the door. Like, I'm in county. My homeboy kind of make jokes like, you gonna put everybody in county? You going to county? But they would knock on the door and I have to wait 10 seconds to open the door to get my food, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. I couldn't see anybody, bro. I almost went, bro. I was in there like almost going crazy.
Wow.
Like, I'm crazy. So then the first 3 days was the hardest. After that, I started getting kind of used to it. I just kind of dealt with it, up to like 6 showers a day. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to stay. I was doing push-ups, and just kind of I started reading. After the 10 days, I got out. I could be around people. That's when it started, like, that psychedelic change. That's when it started to happen. That's when I started to get, okay, now I'm starting to recover.
Yeah.
At this point, 7 days sober. It's like, okay, you still you still at risk. You still in the red zone, but like you okay now. So I started being able to eat with the people. I started going to counseling. Cool dude named Juan, man. He saved my life, man. Cool OG dude, bro. My counselor, and I would talk to him. He was available 24 hours a day. And I would go see counselors. We'd go to these classes, these therapy classes. We would do step work, and every night we'd go to an AA meeting. Somebody would come in and speak and tell their story.
Mm-hmm.
So we wouldn't go alone, And there was others. So the one that I went to in Jacksonville, there was other NFL players, current and former NFL players. That's where they sent them to.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really feel like I didn't really stand out. You know what I'm saying? There was some dudes in there like, okay, man, like, bro, I know who you is. That's crazy that you in there. Like, okay, we going through the same struggle. I ain't alone, and he ain't alone too. We kind of shared that pain for real. And bro, going through that, man, was like it was life changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting real therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting real hip. Bro, I was talking to my sponsor, like, how many days you sober? At this point, I was like, 29 days. He was like, you were sober as you're going to be. Now it's time to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Time to heal. Your brain's still healing, so take time. Take your time. I take good foods, but I started working out again. I started getting back in shape. Like, I'm drinking water all day. I'm eating fruits and vegetables, and I'm reading. So I'm speaking better. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to people talk and replying. Like, I started feeling like a whole new man. And I had a couple of like dreams and a couple of thoughts, but nothing really motivated me to go back. And I think about those times, bro, that I was like explaining to y'all where it got bad. But when I'm waking up, bro, I was miserable.
Yeah.
If I do get them thoughts in my head, I always go back to that time, but I'll get like teary-eyed and like motivated and like, bro, I would never. I told myself in treatment, bro, in that 10-day detox. I told myself, looking at the wall, bro, I said, bro, tears in my eyes. But I swear to God, bro, I'll never go back to that, ever.
Yeah.
I'm never going back to that, bro. I would never go back to that person, but that person is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from here on, when I get out of here, I'm about to get busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real. I'm to really get busy when I get up out of here, bro, because ain't no way I can go from third round 96 overall pick, bro.
Yeah.
To the Packers, bro, and have all this success and dreams finally come true. You know what I'm saying? And sleeping in my car. If I sleeping in my car, bro, in JUCO with a pistol on my chest, a book in the air, reading a book, doing homework, on speakerphone, talking to my baby mom because I had a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm like, in my mom, like, bro, I don't even do that, but I was motivated. So I did all that and came out of it, climbed out of that hole, reached level of success, and they got beat down by this drug, bro. That drug real, but it wasn't even the drug, bro. It was because the drinking and the drugs wasn't the solution.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't the problem. You know what I'm saying? The problem was me.
Mm-hmm.
I was the problem. That was just a solution.
Yeah.
The problem, bro. I was the one that needed work on. The drug and alcohol wasn't going to fix none of that like I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you got competitive drive, man. With that competitive drive, it allows you to make it from JUCO to a D1 scholarship to the league. Is that something that you use with your day-to-day battle with recovery? Like that competitive edge, for sure.
Absolutely. So, like I was telling y'all before, how I had to recover my knee. I didn't take my recovery as, bro. This is my second chance. Like, I'm recovering my life now.
Okay.
I'm not recovering. Yeah,
that's good.
No
that's
more.
good.
Yeah. I'm not recovering, bro. I'm recovering my life.
Yeah.
I'm recovering my kid.
Yeah.
I'm recovering my mom, grieving over a dead overdose addict. You know what I'm saying? I'm recovering broken generational curses that my people put on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing my dad do it, and he's none of my life, bro.
Yeah.
I'm recovering all those things, bro, that affected me growing up. And for the young ones coming behind me, like even my babies, bro, like I'm recovering that. I'm recovering like my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's life or death.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's a great way to look at it, for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you shared about your counselor at the treatment center. Did you form any other relationships? Are you still currently, speaking to your counselor here and there, and some of the other people that help and shape you through that process?
Nah, absolutely. Absolutely. I like that question because, but there's a lot of people that deserve they flowers.
Mm.
You know. And Lachey Davis, when I first made the phone call, bro, I was texting. I had my phone and I was texting before I was trying to OD.
Mm.
This was it's like the day before treatment. I was trying to OD and I was in my car and I was at a bottle out of bag and I had some weed rolled up. And I was texting my program manager from the league and I texted and I said, I need help. Just straight up, I need help. But I'm texting it thinking it's an office phone. And I'm texting it to give myself an excuse to go ahead and jump off the bridge. Go off the deep end. You know, hey, well, I asked for help. So,
Ain't nobody hit me back. Yeah.
hit me back. So, lying to myself, so, but she ended up hitting me back.
Wow.
My phone, like, I didn't answer. Listen to the voice message. Like, hey, I got the text message. Give me a call back. I'm worried about you. As I'm reading it, she's calling again. So I answered her. Hey, Lachey, what's going on? She's like, hey, no, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
You okay? I started crying. No, I'm not okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out. I'm drunk right now. I'm high. I need some real life help. And say, hey, look. But I sat on the phone and vented with her for about an hour, hour and a half while her newborn was in the back crying. And she sat on the phone with me. But at this time, probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, her time, East Coast time. And she heard me talk, bro. She didn't cut me off. She didn't raise me off the phone. She let me get it all out. She said, look, I'm going to send you the treatment. All I need you to do is go to the airport. Just go to the airport.
That's a blessing right there, man.
Yeah, bro.
Blessing, bro. It was a blessing, man. Just give me a fight, bro, for even reaching back. She could have seen the phone late
and ignored it.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't have to. That's not her job to do that. She didn't have to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what her job description says, to help people who need treatment. That's not her job, bro. So, Lachey Davis, for sure. I keep in touch with her all the time. Juan, my counselor, I keep in touch with him about, once a month, kind of send him an email. I'll give him a call and check in. A lot of dudes I was in treatment with, we got a group chat. Matter of fact, I was in Denver with a dude who I call him like my brother. We got both kind of look alike. We got the hair, and
y'all twins.
It's like my brother from different mothers for real. But we was in there. I was in Denver for an event, and I ended up chilling. I ended up staying with him. He showed me love. Stayed with him. Let me use his car, all that. He was in treatment with me. He came like a week after I did. There was this one lady, this one older lady, man. I came in one time. That's how I met her. I came in one time and I was like, man, I'm tired. She's older, mind you. She's like, what you tired from? And it just hit me. I'm like, ooh. Okay.
You set you
like,
straight.
What you I did. She was like, okay. like you're not gonna make it. You're tired of that. Like, she's older. You know what I'm saying? She's still going. I'm like, okay. So we cousins. So me and her became cool. Her name is Shirley or Miss Shelby, something like that. But I don't keep in contact with her, but she always in my thoughts.
Yeah,
that's good.
Always in my heart. Every time I get tired, I always say, "What you tired from?" And then there's my other program manager inside the treatment, Amanda, bro. She was kind of like getting me set up with after treatment and kind of calm my anxiety, because I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna go. Like, if I go back home, like, nah, don't go back home. I ain't been back home since November 11th, bro.
Wow.
November 10th. My sobriety date 11/11.
That's what I was. AJ, that's what I was. AG, that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you have to change your environment, which you obviously did? But how difficult was that transition? Not going back home and having to find a new start.
Bro, it's still new. You know what I'm saying? I still can't believe it. But they say, change your people, places, and things.
Yeah.
So they say you can't go home because you're in the same environment. It's like setting yourself up for getting set up for failure, basically. So I could have picked anywhere to go. They would have took care of it. Like, pick anywhere in the country to go. You just can't go back home. So me, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to Miami. I'm going to go to Vegas. San Diego. Crazy.
You picking
where it's popping.
Picking the place that's going to tempt you.
Right.
So I chose Houston. My daughter out here. And I'm like, what I'm doing, man? Let me go to Houston, be my baby.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't really like it out here. I love it now. But again, when I was out here, I was on some BS.
Yeah.
Now I'm around great people. I'm meeting owners. You know what I mean? I'm networking. You know, my vision clear. I'm in the right path. Like I'm meeting successful people. I ain't doing the crazy stuff. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, it's not as, bro. The world looks different to me now
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
than it ever have in my whole life. Not even just from me being sober, just me just having like a focused mindset now. You know, but it was hard, man. It was hard to just not be home, come out here, you know, leave everything there, start over, and say, okay, this is your life now. Like I really had to really start over. No, now I had experience though from playing ball, so you know, like I said in Juke, I was used to my first time leaving home was in Cali, going to Cali, so I was used to different environments and how to adapt. You know, I've been to Green Bay, I've been to New York. You know, I've been almost any place in the country. I've been to Canada. You know, so I know my own to kind of adapt and start over. But this was a different way because I had lost a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I lost a lot, bro. And I always say like, yeah, man, that guy took from me, and the girl done took this and she sold that, which is true. But if you look back at it, bro, I gave that away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I happily and willingly gave away my life.
Right.
Kids away, bro.
Yeah.
I gave my materials away.
Yeah.
I gave my responsibilities. I willingly handed them over, bro. I put the drug first.
Yeah.
That's ownership and accountability for sure, man, at its finest. Kudos for that.
Yeah.
Question to you is, how early back did you start using or something? Were you one of those guys that could always play under the influence? Like, was it high school? Could you blow and play the game? Or college? Could you get it in? All right.
Nah, I was never that dude because I'm an overthinker.
Okay.
I think so when I get high, I'm already like, nah, I'm messed up. I'm too slow.
Yeah. So when you were saying you was popping pills and blowing before the game, I'm like, wow, because you know what I mean? Just because it's a thinking game.
And the cold part about that is that it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like,
right.
I would do the cold. I'm in the airport talking about yelling.
They about to not let you get on the plane.
First interview.
Right. This is an interview, right?
But I was on one, and you know, to calm my anxiety down.
Okay.
But it was doing the opposite, making it worse.
Yeah.
You know, I had more anxiety. I was more paranoid. Like the first time that I did coke, bro, it was in 2016, and I went back home. I went back to Hawaii to go coach and go finish school. This is before going to Canada. So this is after the league and before Canada. And that little cuz, I went back to school and go try to go coach, get on. I had a great opportunity and I messed it up. But I did coke for the first time. I went to this party. And, you know, I'm fresh out the league. I'm back in Hawaii, you know, I was playing, blah, blah. And this dude, I went to the bathroom. And he had some females in there. No, he's in the men's bathroom. There's females in there. A lot of them, bad ones too. and I go in there and he's like, hey, you want this? And I'm like, nah, because back then I ain't really mess around until then. Now it's 16, I ain't messing around in high school, nothing. I just blew. You know, right? No, that was like, nah, bro. That's like, nah, hell no, I ain't doing that. That's crazy, you know. And so that was the first time I did it because I got peer pressure. That's my first time being peer pressure, bro. And I gave in to it.
Wow.
Everybody was around like,
and AG, you gave into it to somebody you ain't even know. He just was in the bathroom.
Yeah. Bro, I didn't even know him, bro. But I know he was a fan. He had the whatever's with him, the baddies with him. They was all doing it. And I was like, damn.
How could you say no right there at that point?
I could have said no right there. I was like, come on. I want to be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fit in. Why you want to fit in so bad? Again, going back to that childhood.
That's good.
You know, feeling like you didn't fit in or feeling like the oddball, whatever. You know, getting talked about. You know, the bullying, fighting a lot. You know, not really feeling loved done by my mom, dad. You know, and you want to feel a part of something. You know, and I ain't got football. Football was like my family. You know, so you get trying to, you know. I got got homeboys eating the game, because that's like family. That's his family now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he has his family at home. For me, football is my family. You know, even though I had a big family, I still didn't really feel that love for real. And so, any situation that I would get in where I could feel a part of, or feel love, or feel like, okay, it's my brotherhood, or whatever it is, or you got my back, I'm gonna mess with it. And so that's what happened then. You know, I feel like, okay, well, now it's all good. Let me fit in. I don't want to be the one that ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first. But I was at that time I was already older. I was 2016.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know,
One more
I was
thing.
already.
Oh, shit, never mind.
What you gonna say?
Hey, my bad. I was thinking, like, you know, you talked about this a little bit. You in Houston now. What does life look like for you now? Like, what are some of the things you doing right now?
Life good, man. Life good, man. Honestly, bro, like I said, like my vision is so much clearer that everything beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like with my babies, you know, my daughter out here. I'm doing personal training. You know,
Hey G, you probably appreciate the little things now. It's just probably life's so simple. It's just the littlest thing. It's probably just hitting you like that now.
it's simple. You
Yeah.
know, like I said, you know, I'm doing personal trainings. I got my foundation going. You know, I got a children's book coming out.
Nice.
Okay.
You know, I'm at the airport now. I'm going to this event in Wisconsin. You know, like everything is good, man. You know, I'm with the sponsor. I'm going to my meetings. You know, like everything is good, bro. You know, my family healthy. Like I'm healthy. You know, I'm back in shape. You know, like everything's good. I got the crib. You know, got like I got life back. It's not always where I wanted to, but it's manageable. You know, as before, it wasn't manageable. So life is manageable. You know, I can handle it. Like it's not too much. You know, and to me, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Like I love the city. You know, everybody I meet, man, it's like a blessing. You know, everybody I meet, so got some type of positivity or some type of wisdom I could push off from. You know, and I try to get that back to not only my homies back home, but you know, to the ones who I don't know for real. You know, I got current N.F.L players, former players, basketball players who hit me up like, bro, I'm glad you shared your story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm going through the same exact thing, bro. Like, when I first came out my story, bro, they was like, bro, keep going, bro. Don't stop for nobody. Keep telling your story, bro. I don't care how people look at it or say what they say about it, bro. You got a real life story, bro. It's giving them courage.
Fact.
You know, somebody struggling with drugs, bro. He said he be sending me every month. He'll send me his little the screenshot of the app of his phone that he 4 months over.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
he's actually playing in the league right now. So people get, I mean, you know, stories I literally every day there's somebody hitting me up with something, bro. And so that's why I keep going. You know, I'm motivated by motivated. So, and we just feed off each other. You know, like y'all, bro, like you doing something great, bro. Like I feed off that. You know, I feed off it because like rap with some real life people who go to real life issues that can understand what I'm telling you, that can relate, you know, and get some feedback, and I could draw your wisdom. You know, even the question bags, I know that either once somebody experienced it, or you know exactly what it's like to be in a position where you was down bad.
Yeah.
And you have how you gonna get out of it. To me, that's dope. And like that's really, that's what keeps me like going, bro. Is that knowing that, bro? I got a saying go, but it's not about how hard you fall, but it's how you get up.
Yep.
You know,
That's it,
bro. Like somebody helped me to get to where I was at.
Yeah.
Not only to the peak, but to get me to where I'm at right now. So it's only right, bro, to reach back and grab somebody else and bring them along the ride too.
Hey G,
You know?
the one thing that I'm inspired by you, your ability to reflect, your accountability for the role you played
Definitely.
in your own destruction. But then, bro, and we all athletes too. And when you an elite athlete, you already know what pressure come with that. But what I love about you, your ability to articulate it, because you kick it in a way you gonna change lives and you gonna reach the masses because how your dialect, how you articulate, the way you talk about it, bro. You gonna be the dude that the league cats reach out to and tell you they gonna give you gonna be the accountability partner
The mentor they looking for.
indirectly, but you won to the cats in the league. If I can make it plain for you,
There you go.
you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And so I just want you to know, man, I'm very inspired and encouraged by your journey, your rise, your fall, and how you risen again. You didn't let defeat keep you down. You didn't let the drugs steal your joy, your happiness. And look at you now, bro. We got you in the airport because you making moves, about to go do your thing
Right.
in Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? And so we salute you, bro. Just know it's guys out here that is inspired by it, that's motivated by it. No matter what level in life we're at, where we're at on that journey, we just see you, bro, and we able to say, you know what, it's possible because AG showed us if you don't give up, you can keep going, you can bounce back, and you can redeem yourself. So we just want to salute that, man.
Oh yeah,
For sure. For
Hey,
sure.
I'm gonna send a salute right back at y'all, for real, for real.
oh yeah.
Definitely.
There's a lot of wisdom in that room, man. There's a lot of strength in that room, and I can feel the energy just off the Zoom call.
Definitely.
Good, I'm an emotional dude, and I feel energies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but there's some wisdom and there's some strength in that room, man. Y'all keep that for real. That's dope.
We trying to,
Thanks a lot,
bro.
man. We
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
that.
We appreciate it,
Keep
man.
sharing that story, man.
Hey, keep sharing your story, AG. We gonna push you. We gonna make sure we spread your name around. We in the Midwest, and so we want them to know. You know what I'm saying, about you and your story, because I know it can change lives, and that's what it's about. That's what we about. So anything we can do to support you, be a blessing to you, even if just iron sharpens iron. You know how it is, bro. Like you just need guys that you can just build with sometime. Just know we here for it, man, and we can talk from the league all the way down to the trenches, man. So we here for you, bro, and we want you to know that, man. And we thank you for hanging out with us. We took your time. We didn't let you get off the plane,
Right.
and we was blowing you down, man. So we thank you, bro, for hanging with us today. And we just want to say major salute on your recovery, on your bounce back, and much success to you moving forward.
Oh yeah.
Man, 100, man. That's big love, man. That's big love. I appreciate that, bro. Somebody told me, like, man, you don't take compliments. You know, every time I give you a compliment, you give me one back. Just take the compliment and say thank you. You know,
I had to learn that too. Yeah, I just say I received that. That's what I say now, and I just keep it moving.
There we go.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
hey,
I
man,
appreciate
we sending love your way. We want to say major salute, and once again say thank you for being with us today and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna definitely keep in touch. You know, y'all some solid dudes, man. I'm definitely gonna keep in touch.
Definitely, bro.
For sure.
You take care, man, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right.
Peace
Well,
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
one
care,
love.
bro.
So that's going to wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this interview, this life-changing conversation we had today with AlexGreen, former NFL player turned motivational speaker, author, and all the wonderful things he's doing from his fall to his rise, man. He shared it. He broke it down as transparent as they come. That's what we want to do on Deeper Than Sports, man. Bring you guys real life scenarios, people doing things, going through things that overcame so that you, too, can know it's possible. We won't hold you guys up. We just ask you to tune in every week. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check us out on all platforms. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, and anywhere else, Spotify. Until then, man, let us know if you got questions for us as well. Anybody you'll want to see us interview in the future. And until then, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.